It is a new day. And we shall go to Leol. I don't know why, but we're going there. The pair arrive at Leol Market. Vendors and buskers, performers and thieves, bourgeois and peasants all bustle from place to place. Prince Juan said that he met a flower girl here. Signe, I think. Signe? Is that how you say that name? Signe. I think he said her name was. There's a swan with flowers over there. Do you think that's her? I think so. It's possible that she knows the murderer, or even that she is the murderer herself, so we should probably act with tact and finesse. Excuse me, Mademoiselle Flower Lady, we would like a word. Tact, Sparrowson, tact. We've been over this. We have. This happened already. Good day, messieurs. Are you interested in purchasing a flower? Yes, I wish to purchase a rose from milady. I'm afraid that I'm out of roses. I sold my last one a week ago. Perhaps you would be satisfied with a chrysanthemum instead. 'Tis a beautiful flower from a fair maiden. Please don't mind Sparrowson. He fell out of his nest as a baby and has said dumb things ever since. Hey! Let me introduce myself. I am J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Are you Mademoiselle Signe? That's right, Catherine Mary Signe. I suppose you're here to ask about the royal assassination attempt. How did you know? I'm no fool, monsieur. I know that a rose I sold was used as the murder weapon. To be honest, I'm surprised it's taken so long for someone to directly question me. The Parisian police seem to have a habit of missing obvious leads, so do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions? Business is slow, please ask away. Who bought your last rose? Who did you sell it to? The person who bought the rose? I didn't catch his name, but he was a charming red fox. Sounds like our one. I met him around a week ago on the 6th. We talked for a little while about the usual things, you know, like how everyone seems to be in debt these days. Then he bought a rose and left. I hear that the fox is on trial, but to be honest, monsieur, I don't think he's guilty. Oh, why's that? Well, actually, never mind. It's just a gut feeling. Mademoiselle, it just so happens that we're defending this particular fox in the court I give up on that. If you have something to say that could prove his innocence, now would be the time to let us know. I'm sorry, messieurs, I can't. Wait, Mademoiselle! Wait up! Damn. Nice display of tact and finesse, Falcon. You scared her us. Swan obviously knows something crucial about the case. We need to get to the bottom of whatever it is. Agreed, but I don't think she'll be in the mood to tell us anything else. I know, why don't we try acting with a little more tact and finesse next time? Hush. Well, I fucked that up. To the Louvre! Place du Carousel, the courtyard just north of the Louvre's Grand Gallery. That's the Arc de Triomphe over there, right? I swear it's smaller than how I remember it. That's the Arc de Triomphe du Carousel, you doofus. The big Arc de Triomphe is up the road. What? No way! Why are there two? Because when a man like Napoleon invades half of Europe, he gets to build as many triumphal arches as he damn well pleases. Well, 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 I never expected to see you here, JJ. That arrogant voice. Good day, Severin. Let's be civil, JJ. Why don't you introduce me to your new assistant? Fine, fine, Severin. This is Sparrowson, my assistant. Sparrowson, this is Severin Greco, the most pompous prosecutor in Paris. Oh, are you two old school friends or something? Or like arch rivals? Please, JJ, I think arch rival implies some sort of competition. As I recall, we've met in court on 5 occasions, and on 5 occasions did you get humiliated terribly. I'm amazed a failing bird-brain like you is still able to get clients. Actually, Severin, business has never been better. I'll have you know that I'm currently being employed by the Prince of Spain, no less. The Prince of Spain? Juan Querido? Well, well, this is quite an amusing coincidence. Don't tell me. Correct. I'm the prosecutor for the very same case. It is a pity that the Spanish prince will indubitably hang, but I suppose that is what he gets for hiring a bird brain to represent him. Don't call me bird brain. You're the only bird brain here, Severin. Tisk, one always speaks badly when one has nothing to say. Voltaire. Uh-oh, he's giving you the verbal smackdown. Quick, Falcon, make a witty retort. Huh? Oh yeah, A witty saying proves nothing, Voltaire. Oh! Heh, very good, JJ. A worthy riposte. But enough talk. If you messengers would excuse me, I have a case to prepare for. JJ Sparrowson, I'll see you two in court. Ugh, I can't stand that guy. He did seem like a bit of a cockerel, but is it true what he said? You know, that he trounced you in court 5 times? I can't deny it. Severin has a reputation as a ruthlessly thorough prosecutor. Mountains of evidence, surprise witnesses. It's no wonder he always manages to one-up me. But this time will be different, right? I hope so. I know so, for you see, I stole this annotated map of the Louvre out of Rico's pocket when he was busy rattling off Voltaire quotes. Sparrowson, that's pretty impressive. I swear you were standing 3 meters away the whole time. You tall birds are so busy with your heads in the clouds that you don't ever notice it's small folk running around at your feet. Pinching Rico's pocket was like taking candy from a very tall baby. Let's take a closer look. Route du Roi. You see, this map shows the entire Louvre area, everything from Tuileries to the Rue du Louvre. Most convenient. We're currently standing here in the Palace du Carrousel, and those pendant arrows seem to show the route taken by the king's entourage, which means that the king first went here, through the Salle de Thebes, and then here, into the Grand Gallery, where the murder occurred. Didn't Prince Juan say that he spent the morning in the Tuileries Gardens? That's right, so that means Prince Juan approached the Louvre from the west side, somewhere over there. Sounds like we have a lot of places to visit. Where should we go first? Here. So this is Salle du Thebes. If I understand Cocorico's notes correctly, this is the room the king and his entourage stopped in before heading to the Grand Gallery. This room doesn't seem to be very popular. I don't see anybody around to interrogate. Interview. Right, interview. Well, since it's quiet, maybe we should take the opportunity to do a little snooping. What would be the point? Surely all the interesting evidence would be in the Grand Gallery where the murder took place. Think about it, Falcon. The police would have already gone over the Grand Gallery with a fine-toothed comb. But I bet that numbskull Inspector Volerty didn't even think to check this room for clues. There might be a murder weapon just under our beaks. Your logic seems a little questionable, but it couldn't hurt to have a look, I suppose. That. Shiny copper urn. I guess it was used for carrying water, or for cremated remains. Probably not both at the same time. Smells good. Don't sniff the exhibit, Sparrowson. No, really, this urn smells amazing. It's almost chocolatey. You poor thing, you're hallucinating from hunger. Would you like to stop by a bakery on our way back to the office? Don't patronize me, Falcon. My nose never lies. I'm telling you, there's something in here. I can feel it. Now you're touching the exhibit? That's definitely a no-no. See? Look what I found in the urn. Put that down, Sparrowson. It's someone's old rubbish. Now look, it's a chocolate wrapper. Judging by the smell, the chocolate was bitter and dark. 70, perhaps 80% cocoa. Belgian in origin. The level of wrapper crumpling and the firmness of the chocolate residue indicate that this was discarded just a few days ago. Oh, Sparrowson and his food knowledge. I am certain the chocolate contained in this wrapper was undoubtedly consumed on the 7th of January, the day of the murder. Mon Dieu, Sparrowson, you deduced all that from smelling the wrapper? Imagine what I could work out if I tasted it. That won't be necessary. Sparrowson, if you could apply this level of critical thinking to areas outside of food, you would be the world's greatest detective. If only all evidence were edible. So do you have any idea which shop this chocolate was purchased from? That might help us track down the person who consumed it. No, there's no possible way could we know that. I suppose we will just have to visit every confectioner in town and sample every bit of merchandise for comparison. What a chore. Interesting, because I can see Lander Haggle Slacks Chocolate Emporium written on the wrapper. Well, you can't blame a bird for trying. How about that one? Some sort of stand or podium, maybe it's just a decorative piece? It's a Roman doorstop. Roman doors were enormous marble slabs, so the doorstops had to be similarly large in order to stay in place. I don't think that's right. My uncle's a Roman historian, trust me. I don't think that's right. These columns have been designed to look Roman. I think the style is Ionic. It's not Ionic, Falcon. Iony is when a character says something, but the reader knows it means something completely different. That's not... Never mind. I see a cabinet full of engraved plates, mostly bronze. How much do you think they're worth? I don't know, 300 francs apiece at least. What? Are you serious? I'm in the wrong profession. I don't think archaeology works as a get-rich-quick scheme, Sparrowson. Who said anything about archaeology? I'm going to become a museum robber. Oh, well that's one way to get rich quick. How about this column? Holding the roof up. If the column were truly supportive, it wouldn't hold the roof up. It would encourage the roof to get to its location on time. This is some sort of ceremonial container. It's beautifully crafted, but what did it contain? Maybe it's an arcane wine cabinet? Don't be so ignorant, Falcon. This is a sacred Mesopotamian artifact gifted to Emperor Hadrian for his victory at Euphrates in 123 AD. Stop making stuff up. You and I both know nothing about Mesopotamia. Alright, you got me. This could be a hippo's chamber pot for all I know. Is that a joke? Is that actually what that is? And they're being silly? Because I think they're being silly. But I have absolutely no proof. We can't spend all day staring at Roman artifacts, I suppose. Where to next? Grand Gallery. Here we are, the Grand Gallery, the murder room. I believe the murder occurred right under the new painting. I see hundreds of paintings. Which one is the new one? I haven't the foggiest. We will have to ask someone. Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Excuse me, monsieur. You look like you know your Mona Lisas from your Last Suppers. I don't want any attention. Maybe he isn't talking to me. Nope, he's definitely talking to me. Keep it together, Eric. Oh, hi! Would you happen to know which painting was unveiled on the 7th of January? The one the king came to visit? Oh yeah, I can help you with that. It's the piece right behind you. Ah, I see. It's a painting of the king himself. That's one noble-looking penguin. What do you think of it, Falcon? What do I think? Well, I'm no art critic, but... it's subtle and nuanced? The pre-Raphaelite soft tones and the subliminal use of light. This is contrasted, nuanced work. It's an evocative painting that alludes to a forgotten era. You said a lot of words, but I'm not sure if I'm any closer to knowing your opinion. I'm getting the impression that you messieurs aren't regulars at art galleries. Nope, we're a right pair of Philistines. Speak for yourself, Falcon. I've never even been to the Middle East. Then I'm guessing you're here to investigate the king's assassination attempt. That's right. We were actually hoping we could ask you a couple of questions about what you saw. Oh, I wasn't even in Paris when the murder took place. I didn't see anything. But, I have a friend who might be able to help you out. What's this? R&M Associates, the home of Renard Vulp's private investigator. Thank you, but I don't normally deal with these gray area of the law types. No, please give the guy a chance. He helped me out of a bind before, and I'm sure he can do the same for you. Well, I'm not making any promises, but I'll keep hold of the card. We appreciate the help in any case. It's no trouble. Thank you for your time. Is there anything else we can do here? Well, ideally we would turn the whole Grand Gallery upside down in our hunt for evidence, but that's not possible with so many people around. We should probably just move to another room. But we will do the next room next video. So... see you next time on Bird Tourists. Nope, nothing funny there. Like, subscribe, bye!